Hi, I'm Dr. Larry Lloyd, your professor for Humanities 366, Race Relations. I was introduced to the class for the first time last week by Dr. Cynthia Bryant, and as you know, she has appointed me as the instructor for this class. I did not get an opportunity to introduce myself fully, but I do want you to know that I have some history with Southern University going back to the 80s. I had an opportunity to speak at the law school for a special event, and it was there that I met one of the most remarkable African-American leaders and scholars, Thurgood Marshall, the first African-American Supreme Court justice, was in the audience, and it made such a remarkable impact and impression upon my life. Southern University has a lot of history, and my course also last year, Politics and Religion, was taught twice, and looking forward to teaching it again next semester. And so I wanted to introduce myself to you today and mention that on next week we will have a class on Monday, but no class on Wednesday. On Monday, I will be going over some of the course requirements. As you know, I've made some changes. I've shrunk the class. Dr. Allen, who died suddenly last year, was the professor for this class, and I'm honored to be able to actually teach this class in his memory. As we go forward in this semester, I'm going to make some changes in reducing some of the requirements. You will have quizzes and assignments. You'll have a midterm exam. You have a final exam and a final project. I will give you the points on those projects on next week and tell you when you will be able to expect your first quiz. I also want to mention that we will eliminate the personal glossary. I will give you terms each week, and those terms you should keep because you'll see many of those terms in your midterm and final. And so you do not have to do a personal glossary. If you did an autobiographical sketch of your understanding of race, your race autobiography, and you've turned it in, I will give you credit for that as well. And so I'm looking forward to a great semester. I believe we will have a really interesting study in race relations. Now, on Monday, you can expect some dialogue with some response to Michael Dyson, a professor of sociology at Georgetown University, has an interesting piece on how whites feel about race in America. We'll discuss that. I'll also give you a brief introduction to race relations in America and somewhat of a bird's eye view as to how the whole discussion is going to take place this semester as we look at the introduction to race relations in America. I also want to mention that you can feel free to get the textbook. It's Racial and Ethnic Groups by Richard Schaffer. You can check with the bookstore to see if it's available as a rental. But each week I'm going to upload special excerpts from the book, and so you're not required to buy the book. Now, finally, I want to mention that this semester we are going to look forward to getting the course not only in class but on Moodle. I will be introducing some information that I think we will use in class, and then the Moodle class, or the course or information on Moodle, is going to include information that I don't cover in class. And so we will do a Monday class, but no Wednesday class. Your Wednesday class will be done on Moodle. Now, you can reach me via email, and my email address is Larry_Lloyd, LLOYD, at subr.edu. That's Larry_Lloyd, LLOYD, at subr.edu. So feel free to email me if you have any questions about this class and or any other questions about course requirements. Now, I'm also happy to mention that I have over 40 years of experience as a member of the clergy and several years in teaching at a number of schools. I have taught at Loyola Marymount in the Los Angeles area, Oral Roberts University, Fuller Seminary, and that is such an important part of my legacy. I am celebrating over 40 years as a member of the clergy. I have a church in Lafayette, Louisiana, Spirit of Liberty Global Ministries, and I do mentoring and educational tours. I am in South Africa regularly and will actually be teaching a class, doing a lecture from South Africa soon. And so if you are in need of a personal coach for life coaching, or if you're in need of spiritual counseling or need spiritual advice as you matriculate through Southern University, I know that you'll have some challenges. And as a member of the clergy, I care about you both academically and spiritually. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday as we go into the history of race relations in America, and as we do some dialogue about the subject of prejudice and what whites think about race relations. Have a great weekend. God bless you.